Hello and welcome to Grocery Pod. My name's Sean Kosednar. Today I'm coming to you from the HGS Show in Overland Park, Kansas. I'm about to walk onto the floor and see who there is to talk to, see what's going on around the show. But before I get to that, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocery Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocery Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Music, or any other platform you use to listen to podcasts. So now I'm going to walk onto the show floor and talk to whoever I see. First up, I'm joined by Jessica Wedsig, promotional manager here at AWG. Jessica, you're in charge of the show, so how's it going so far?
It's been great. We've had a lot of really great feedback. The show floor has been full, and people seem really excited to be here.
I'm noticing lots of international booths. Talk to me about that. It seems like a hot thing at the show.
Yeah, definitely. We've always had a presence with our international market, but this show we actually have hit a record high as far as the number of vendors that we have participating. We're at, I think, over 75. So that kind of covers all the global flavors. You got Hispanic, authentic Asian, all over the world. So it's been a really big hit.
It seems like in 2026, any retailers not offering a robust international section are kind of missing out.
Oh, definitely. It's a hugely growing segment, and we've got a lot of great representation here.
Talk to me about the end cap displays that I'm seeing.
Yeah, one program we have new to this show is what we're calling our trend caps, which really focuses on kind of those trends that are in the industry right now, right? Protein-packed items, no gluten-free, dye-free, those types of things. And we've tried to kind of source different show deals to create what we're calling trend caps that really focus on those industry trends so retailers can kind of pull and plug within the store and really reach those consumers.
Is that a program that AWG is offering to its member retailers that they can sign up for?
It's brand new, so we're kind of working out the kinks right now. But yeah, our intention is that we continue growing it, and that'll be across the aisle too, right? HGS items, and then we'll have some grocery items as well.
So retailers should be on the lookout for that program potentially. Anyone that wasn't here, can they get the deals that are here at the show?
Yes. If you didn't come to the show, the live show, you can still take advantage of all our great deals. We post all of our show deals on Box. Those links get sent out weekly in our retailer communication. So even if you're not here, you can still take advantage of those great deals.
How long do those deals run?
February 20th. Get your orders in. February 20th.
Awesome, Jessica. I'll let you get back to the show.
Thank you.
Next up, I'm joined by Emily Detweiler, VP of AWG Brands. Emily, how are you finding the show so far?
Sean, the show's going excellent so far. We've had so much retailer engagement, and we've got a lot of folks from our division support centers here. It's great.
Noticing a lot of new brands at the AWG Brands booth. Can you tell me about them?
Sure. Well, we're really excited to bring additional brands into our AWG family of brands. Now that we've joined the Topco membership, we've been able to expand our family of brands with some of the brands like Top Care and HBW. We've brought in some we've got some new electrolyte solutions in Top Care. We also have some new shippers that we didn't have before. We've got some new bonus packs that people are really excited about. Also in our Hello World by Best Choice brand, our baby care brand, we've got some new things in our shampoos and things like that, so baby care there. We also have the Tippy Toes formula, so that's really exciting that members can offer a great value for their shopper when it comes to baby formula. And the other thing that we're really excited to launch here at the show is our Full Circle Market. In addition to Clearly by Best Choice, we're expanding our offering in the Better For You space by bringing on Full Circle Market, so that will be available to retailers April 1st. And then also rounding out the new brands, we have the Simply Done brand, which has a variety of stationery, office products, some grocery non-foods, and then finally a Paws Happy Life. So we've got some additional pet toys and treats, things like that.
How do you recommend our member retailers display the Full Circle Market, along with the Clearly by Best Choice?
Great question. So again, the full circle market is really meant to help expand the opportunity because there's just so many more products available. So, it really depends on the retailer strategy. Some of our retailers prefer to have separate dedicated shelves specific to natural, organic, better for you living. So in that case, we would recommend having the full circle market right there with the Clearly by Best choice. Some of our other retailers prefer to integrate these products in line with, if we're talking about canned vegetables, they might put their organic or natural canned vegetables right next to the main canned vegetable set, for example. So it really depends on their overall strategy, but I would say consider it just another one of our AWG family of brands and really just get after it in terms of integrating right there.
And if retailers are looking for more information about Full Circle Market or any of the other new brands in the AWG Brands family, what do they need to do to find that information?
Well, first of all, I would tell them to go to Storefront, and within Storefront, go on to the AWG Brands segment, and then really the best place to click would be into the AWG Retailer Playbook, and we've got a file folder in there for every single one of our brands, so they can learn more about each of the brands. We've got links to all of the different brand assets that we provide. Similar to all of the other AWG family of brands, we will have marketing support materials that they can utilize and educate their shopper, put on their Facebook sites, social media channels, things like that. So we'll have all kinds of in-store shopping materials available, shelf tags, things like that. So we support these brands just like we do all of our other AWG family of brands.
Thanks a lot, Emily.
You're welcome, Sean. Always happy to talk about AWG brands.
Next up, I'm joined by Stratton Sigler, Executive Director of Merchandising, HBW and GM. Stratton, how's the show going so far?
Hey, Sean, thanks for having me. The show has had great energy so far. We're really pleased with not only with the turnout, but the new layout, which I think is helping conversations be that much easier to have on the floor.
I know one of the big things at the show is all the new items. Can you give me some highlights of those?
Yeah, we've got some great new items and some great new vendors. We're always on the lookout to make sure that we're bringing the best and the brightest of trends to our key member retailers. We've got new trend caps that are really trying to capitalize on trends of protein and fiber, and new vendors that are always bringing new energy into our stores.
I know category initiatives and refreshes are important. What's coming up on that calendar?
No, it's a really good question. We try to be at the forefront of making sure that trends are being incorporated into what actually translates on shelf. Right now, we're highlighting key categories like oral care, like bakeware and cookware, foilware, air care, kitchen gadgets, some categories that needed to be refreshed from some older product lines and older trends. We want to make sure that we're continuously infusing new products into our stores with the category principles that go along with it.
To me, I don't run a store, but I would think that some of those categories that you just listed off might not be always top of mind for retailers, so it's even more important that they jump on these new initiatives.
Absolutely, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say in HBW, we're really excited about bringing the Top Care line into that business. Best Choice continues to be a super important brand for AWG and for our path moving forward, but with the infusing into Top Care, it's going to help our member retailers compete, not just against national brand equivalents, but by providing the value, the assortment, and frankly, the upgraded offerings that Top Care can bring that we just haven't been able to bring to the degree that we wanted in the past.
These shows wouldn't be possible without our great vendor partners. Can you talk to me a little bit about those?
Yeah, we're for those that haven't made it to the floor during the show, we're busting at the seams this year. We had, I think, 80 new vendor partners that were here relative to booths. We continuously are on the lookout for more and better partnerships, and we can't wait to see what 2026 can bring.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for joining me today, Stratton.
Thanks, Sean. Really appreciate it.
Next up, I'm talking to Logan Bayless, e-commerce manager. Logan, I know RMN Studio is the hot new thing in the advertising department here at AWG, so tell all of our member retailers what that is if they're not familiar.
Yeah, so we're really excited about RMN Studio. So RMN Studio is a full-service marketing and media hub that's designed to support AWG's network of 3,500 independent retail grocery stores, as well as support our vendor partners and retail media. So RMN Studio enables our independent members to engage with shoppers with modern data-driven marketing. It also gives our CPG brands powerful access to local audiences.
I know the ad studio portion of RMN Studio is something that we're really excited about. What does that mean?
Right, so Ad Studio is a modern ad creation software where member retailers are able to go into a web-based program to create and edit and then share their own ad. So we are able to use integrations to make that weekly circular post automatically to our Web Studio website, as well as a social studio platform. So this is a huge time-saving mechanism that previously and currently in some cases retailers are uploading PDFs, they're parsing them out, or they're paying uploading services as a fee. So this is now all automated through the Ad Studio process and the Web Studio website.
So how much time does this save retailers over the old system?
It can save them a lot of time, but in many cases it's been a paid service, so it's saving them a lot of money. When we've looked at what retailers have been paying for ad uploads to their websites and to make those, especially to make those ads clickable, which is all automated now with Ad Studio and Web Studio, it could be saving them hundreds of dollars per month.
As someone that started at AWG uploading those PDFs to their websites, I can say that this system is much better and definitely is better for the end customer.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really excited about the Web Studio platform. So with our previous website programs, we were able to look at analytics that showed that very clearly customers were just bypassing the homepage and they're going directly to the weekly ad page of the retailer's website. So with the Web Studio platform, once that ad is published, a weekly ad carousel displays on the retailer's homepage with the top deals. And if they have a digital coupon program, it's fully integrated. They also have a digital coupon carousel. From there, the customer can then click into the digital ad. They can shop. They can build a shopping list from the clickable circular, and this is all completely automated through the ad building process.
If any of our member retailers are interested in learning more about RMN Studio or any of the other features within it, what do they need to do?
Hey, I would love to talk to them personally. My name's Logan Bayless. I'm our e-commerce manager. They can reach out to me, logan.bayless@awginc.com, or they could reach out to their AIM specialist in their divisions, and we'll get the right people on the phone, and we'll tell them all about RMN Studio.
Thanks a lot, Logan.
Thank you, Sean.
Next up, I'm joined by Alatil Berrigan, Director of Merchandising Strategies and Support, specifically with the Hispanic category. Alatil, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much. So I recently joined the Hispanic merchandising team. I also support strategic pricing. I also support shelf and assortment planning, and I also support our AWG Vendor Gateway with all of our vendors here at AWG.
So it's 2026, the Hispanic category, never been more important. Tell me about just the breadth that this category encompasses.
Yeah, so if you think about the Hispanic shopper in the United States, I don't know if you knew this, but Hispanic shoppers represent about 20% of the population in the United States. And it's actually so big that it accounts for like 71% of the overall growth in the United States, of the overall population growth. When we think about the Hispanic categories here at AWG, I would like to share with everyone that we work with over 130 different Hispanic vendors all across the United States, all over the world. And if you think about our total SKU count, we have 3,000 items in the Hernando division. And then we also have, I would say, roughly a little over 1,000 SKUs in Kenosha, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. And actually, Oklahoma is our biggest one, which I think has about 1,500 everyday items.
So in the past year, how many new items have we added?
Oh, that's a really good question. So just in talking with Kareem just the other day, AWG has brought in just over 700 new items into Hernando in 2025, actually.
When we say the Hispanic category, that's a pretty wide area geographically, right?
Yeah, so actually, that's a very good question. And we want to distinguish that not all Hispanics are alike, right? So when we think about Hispanics, we can group them into categories. We have, a lot of people think Mexican Hispanic. We also have Central American Hispanic. We have Caribbean Hispanic. And Caribbean kind of ties into, if you think about the Caribbean islands, it also ties into Northern South America and even like Panama and some of those countries as well. So again, And when we think about Hispanic merchandising, we have to think about the type of shopper that we're servicing, and it's not just Hispanic, it's what type of Hispanic are we shopping or are shopping our stores.
And it really doesn't matter where our member retailers are located. They're going to have some of these customers in their stores.
Location is key, but when merchandised right, what you end up creating is the store of the community. And a lot of times these shoppers are actually underserved throughout their communities. So when they find locations, you end up creating that store of the community where they come, they shop your store, and they tell their friends. And those shoppers may not live next to your store, but they will come find your store through word of mouth.
What has AWG seen in terms of the non-Hispanic shopper, purchasing these Hispanic category products?
Yeah, so in certain parts of the country, we say they're non-Hispanic shoppers, but did you know that like in Texas, these products are mainstream? Like the Texas shopper, they actually buy a lot of Hispanic foods because that's part of their everyday diet. In other parts of the country, there are hot items that are popping up, like tahine has been pretty big over the last couple of years. A lot of the ice creams we're getting into the summer season. We have ice creams, a lot of those mechs that pop up. There's a lot of brands that fall under the Hispanic category that are actually kind of mainstream when you think about it. Badia Spices is probably one of the biggest ones. It kind of started off as a Hispanic brand, but it's kind of taken over a lot of our mainstream spices around the United States.
So I know you haven't been in this position long, but if any retailers, really haven't gotten into the Hispanic category, what do you have to say to them?
I would say that 2026 is going to bring probably a lot. We plan to bring a lot of help to our members in 2026. We know we need to refresh our planograms. We know we want to make what I would call a merchandising matrix that will help identify, depending on the level of Hispanic, what are some suggested planograms that the stores can follow. That way, Hispanic can be very overwhelming sometimes. Maybe you don't have a store where you want 3,000 items. Maybe you just want a 24 or 32 or a 76-foot planogram. And we're going to look at building some of those like hybrid sets for some of those stores.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Alatil.
Thank you very much for your time today.
And that does it for me here at the HGS Show. I want to remind you to please like and subscribe to Grocer Pod. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest things going on around AWG. And until next time, this has been Sean Kosednar for Grocer Pod.